Hey there, fam bam. Hey there, leaders. Today I'm really excited to bring to you a time hack episode. I asked you guys a while ago, how could I best serve you? And so many of you guys were saying that you wish you had more time and energy. I totally understand this 100% because time is something that we can't get more of. Time is something that I talk a lot about here. You guys know I'm like a productivity fan. Like, I want to make sure that everything I do is super productive, organized, and that I'm optimizing life to the fullest. And it's something that I've really been working really hard on the last couple years. After spending 10 years of feeling like I didn't have enough energy and enough time to actually live my fullest self and to pursue the things that I wanted to pursue, I got to a point where I decided I needed to conquer this area of my life. So I'm really excited to be talking more about this with you guys. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll find a couple new tips or even golden nuggets of wisdom, those aha moments that'll help you get more time and energy in your life. If you want more time and energy in your life, let me know by sticking me in the comments below. And let's go ahead and begin. So the first step to getting more time and energy in your life is to simplify. You guys know that I talk a lot about the minimalism philosophy, and that philosophy talks about questioning everything in your life, not just materialistic items, but the things that you think, the things that you do, what you're involved in, who you hang out with. You ask yourself, does this add value in my life? Now I want to take this a step further and ask, does this elevate my life? Not only does it add value in my life, because there's so many things that we can justify that add value. This cookie adds value, it's so yummy, it's so good. More money might add value, but who knows, if we're not managing money properly, it might add more stress down in the future. So let's talk about, in terms of a continuum and constantly trying to grow and elevate, is this elevating my life? When you begin to ask whether or not something elevates your life, meaning it brings you closer to your highest self, it improves who you are, your alignment, or the closeness to your alignment, it helps you fulfill a higher level of being, give more, be more in life. All of a sudden, that question changes. And so by simply asking ourselves, does this particular TV show elevate my life? Does this habit elevate what I'm trying to do? Does including this task or this particular thing in my day elevate the level of results that I'm going to have at the end of the day? When you start asking that question, things start changing so dramatically in relation to, does this add value in my life? And it's not to say that value in your life is a poor question or a bad form, but I want to elevate everything that we're doing here and everything in my life. So I've changed that question to, does this elevate my life? The second thing that you can do to get more time and energy is to optimize the things that you already have. Now, what I mean by optimize is make the most out of it. We hear this all the time: make the most out of life, get the most out of your time. I don't know, get the most out of this moment, like live it up, live it fully. But we fail to recognize that often in things that seem challenging or negative. So taking the time to optimize what you have instead of looking at it like, I don't have, so I can't optimize, is the best way to create more time and energy. And simple things that you can incorporate is, how can you learn and grow from a negative situation? How can you do it better next time? Things as far as tasking and productivity, creating lists, making sure that you focus on those lists or your particular flow that you've oriented for the day, setting limits on things that don't add value or things that are meant for entertainment purposes or just to waste time, setting limits on things that kill your productivity and don't elevate your results and don't elevate your life experience, and making sure that you're intentional with every single thing that you do are some of the ways that you can optimize. And that's something that you can do right now. Every single one of us can optimize like what's going on in our life and where our focus is at any given moment of the day. We can always get better at this. The third thing that you can do to create more time and energy in your life is to rest. Believe it or not, if you rest appropriately, you're actually going to generate more time. How many of you guys have said, I want more time and I feel like I don't have enough time, so I'm going to skip going to bed early so I can get more done so I don't have to do this tomorrow? Tell me down below. Say, I skipped sleep. Say, I skipped. if you've ever done this, because every single one of us has fallen into the trap of thinking that if we go to bed later and get more done now, that it will free us up the next day. And how many of you guys have woken up the next day and felt exhausted and just so cranky and unfulfilled and not excited to wake up for the day? Because we spent the whole day crushing, hustling, grinding, getting everything done, and then squeezing every moment to just try to like frantically get things done, a lot of times not intentionally, just like not taking a moment to breathe and just wanting to get it off our plate. So tomorrow we feel less stressed out, but then tomorrow comes and we're even more stressed because we didn't get a moment to breathe. We didn't get a time to take a break. Sleep feels like we hit the pillow, had to wake up again, and now we're thrown back into that whole stress loop. So this goes hand in hand with number 4, which is to move regularly. There's a caveat to this because movement has so many like preconceived notions about what that's supposed to look like and how much you're supposed to do. If you're in a deficit, moving is still important, but it's important to do it at your level in a way that actually elevates your energy levels, elevates your physical health, your mental well-being. And so being able to understand where your threshold is of how much you should move, making that moving enjoyable. And I call it move because I'm not just saying exercise. I just want you to move your body. For some people, that's taking a daily walk. For some people, that's gardening. For some people, it's dancing. Other people, it might just be sitting up and meditating intentionally. I want you to move and be present with your body, but that goes hand in hand with knowing when to rest. So understand that the more you're pushing in life, whether you're hustling to be a business person, you're hustling to be a good parent, you're just hustling to live life to the fullest, or you're hustling to get your body to move and you're getting your health up there, you also have to take the time to appropriately rest and restore so that you can sustain all of that hustle, all of that push and grind. Last but not least, keep your mindset in check. Your mindset produces so many different feelings, emotions, chemistry, stress in the body, tension, relaxation. Your mindset creates your focus, your perspective, the way that you move, think, feel, and perceive life. So if you're stressed about everything, your body will follow. And if your body's stressed, it's not maximizing its energy. And if you're not maximizing your energy, you're not optimizing your time. This is a number one thing that most of us, including myself, can take the time to stop, breathe, and relax just in the moment, even in the midst of chaos, total overwhelm, total crazy to-do list. If we just take a moment to just refocus our mind, make sure that we have an elevated level of perspective. When I mean elevated, it means you're choosing to be the bigger person, your highest self, no matter what scenario comes up. And this is something that I've had to really check in with myself lately because I've been pushing so hard in all these areas. And then when things go a little wrong or imbalanced, I start to shake a little bit and I start to get a little aggravated or resistant. And I mean, the other day I was really like venting about this issue that we were having with work, and it kept coming up all month, and I was just over it and I wanted it to be done. And then at the end of that day, I had to think to myself, man, I'm wasting so much energy stressing about this, venting about it, having to worry and justify myself because I'm just so upset about the situation, instead of like, okay, this sucks. I'm so over it, I'm so over it. But I'm so over it that we're just gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with it and we're gonna continue to try to optimize what we have. And so we shifted things and we kept learning and things finally settled, but after looking back, you kind of think, man, I spent so much time and energy just being upset about that when I really didn't have to. So always keep your mindset in check. These are the 5 ways that I have really learned to get more time and energy out of my life, because every single one of us have 24 hours in a day. Now, our obligations and our to-do lists may look differently, but I believe that no matter where you are in life, even if you're a high-level CEO, a successful entrepreneur, a new entrepreneur, a parent who's trying to start a side hustle, somebody who's a student trying to make it into adulthood and just figure out what you're gonna do for work and with your life, life, no matter where you're at on your journey, if you take the time to focus on improving, to elevate these 5 areas in your life, you're gonna feel like you have more time and energy. You're gonna master the ability to create more time and energy in your life. So if you like this episode, let me know by commenting or hitting thumbs up. And if you have any further questions or ideas and thoughts, of course, I love when we get together and talk about this in the online space. So thank you guys so much for being here with me and sharing your journeys with me. Let's elevate life together. Remember to be good, be great, and most of all, be grateful. That's one really good thing that you can do to elevate that mindset on a daily basis. I will see you guys back here next time. Ciao.